Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Designedbytolarh. Thank you so much for tapping on this video. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to share with you on how to draft a basic sleeve pattern. The measurements you're going to need to make this sleeve pattern: you're going to need your sleeve length, you're going to need your armhole measurement, you're going to need your bicep, which is both the length of the bicep and the circumference of the bicep. You're going to need your elbow measurement, which is the length of the elbow. That's the length from the shoulder down to your elbow, and then the round circumference of your elbow. The length from your shoulder down to your wrist, and then the round circumference of your wrist. So after you've gotten all these measurements in place, then let's draft this sleeve pattern. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draft a shoulder line. To draft my shoulder line, you can just pick any side of your paper. I'm going to be picking this side of my paper now, and then from this side here, I'm going to come down by half of an inch, make it into a straight line. So here is my shoulder line, which will serve as my baseline. Now from the shoulder line, I'm going to measure my bicep. That is from my shoulder down to my bicep, which is 5 inches. I'll mark it here. Now from my shoulder down to my elbow, which is 12 inches, then I'm going to mark it. And then from my shoulder down to my sleeve length, that is my wrist, is 18 inches, and then I'm going to mark it. Then I'm going to repeat this measurement here again. 5, which is my bicep, 12, which is my elbow, and 18, which is the length of my sleeve. Then I'll make this into a straight line. Then I'll go on to label these lines. So I'm going to label these lines. Now the next thing I'm just going to do is I'm going to measure my bicep circumference, which is 12.5. I'm going to divide that by 2. That will give me 6.25. Then I'll mark 6.25 here on my bicep line. Now coming down to my elbow circumference is 11.5. Now I'm going to divide that into 2, and that will give me 5.25. So I'm going to measure 5.25 here on my elbow line, mark it. Then down to my wrist, which is also my sleeve length, which is 9. The round circumference of my wrist is 9. Then I'm going to divide that into 2, which is going to give me 4.5. So I'll mark that 4.5 here also. I'll connect all these marks into a straight line. Now, from this point on the bicep, I'm going to make a straight line to this point on my shoulder line. Now I'll measure this line, and then I'll divide it into 2 equal halves. I'll mark the midpoint. Now on this midpoint, I'll come up here by half of an inch, just like this. I'll come up by half of an inch. Now from this point here, I'll make a straight line down to this bicep. And then from this point, I'm going to make a curve to this point here. Now, this is the back. This is for the back armhole. We've drafted for the back. This is the back. Now I want to go on to draft for the front. Now the front, we're going to measure this line, and then we'll mark the midpoint. So on this midpoint here, we'll come up by half of an inch. Come up by half of an inch like this. On this line too, we're going to measure this line, and then we'll mark the midpoint. Then I'll come down on this point. I'll come down by half of an inch. just like this. Now I'm going to connect these lines, these points together. I'm going to use a curved rule to connect this point to this point, just like this. I'll connect with a curved rule from this point also to this point. Now I'm going to use my marker to trace out this line so that it can be very visible for you to see. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be cutting out this sleeve on the lines, on the marker lines. So now we have cut the back, because here this is the back. Now we are going to go ahead to cut the front. So we'll open this up and then we'll cut the front. So here is it, here is the front. So here is the back. And here is the front. So this is how to draft a basic sleeve pattern. Here is going to be for the front. The front must have this S shape. As you can see, the front must have this S shape. So here is going underneath your, here is going underneath your armpit, while here is coming on your shoulder. All right, here is coming on your shoulder, and here is going underneath your armpit. And for the back, because the back is straight, you don't have hands to be this slanted, curved shape. All right, so this is for the back, and then this is for the front, and then this is for the back. As I've come to the end of this tutorial, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you've learned one or two things from this. If you have, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button right on just below this video for you to get notified whenever I post another video here on my channel. And also don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you found this tutorial helpful. Do not forget to give me a thumbs up, and also do not forget to like this video, share to your friends, to your families, and once again, do not forget to hit on the subscribe button to be a member of this great sewing family. So I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day and bye.